I saw this guy at the Berkeley Slam pre-COVID, and I was just blown away by his flow, his thinking, his perception, and then I hung out and chatted, and his soul is just a beautiful thing. So I want to welcome up from Santa Cruz, Joseph Jason Santiago, the core.
Thank you. Muchas gracias. Maraming salamat. Arigato gozaimasu. Asante sana ungo sheshe shukran shukriya kaupkun kamun okun chinan. Obrigado takdanka jakuyu spasiba. Betamo mesegen nadlun kamsamnida. Mahalo. Mizion pil jinkuyechi. Grazie mille. Toda raba. Rak. Merci. I'm from the Midwest, top to bottom. Summer in the city, born island-blooded believer in love heals. I feel most folks and say hi almost unconditionally. Spiritually, I know just enough to keep searching. Tight-eyed often, I see everything I can, limited though by so-called manly, lonely, and holiness. I am so-called blessed to have experienced and survived both marriage and parenthood. By the way, patriarchy puts fathers farther. You know, for the life of me, I can't find a receipt for that soul I sold. Yo, you can buy psychoses wholesale. There's an app. Like, share, subscribe. You get a new issue every month. Sons, we are in recovery. Earth's rediscovery. Uncovering new corners of this planet daily, manifesting renewed purpose/service. If worth is measured by our truth, I'm not suicidal anymore, but I've worn that hat and I know now something ain't right. I walk down the levee and something ain't right. Santa Cruz is a paradox of a paradise. Inferno fertilized, I inherited property in purgatory. My story spans miles and miles. And God, I hate it here, where justice just lies flat. Where long walks in the sun cold suck and stretch each sudoriferous gland to its limit. Where living your best life is a criminal offense to a long line of tourist turned colonizer, aka KKK, settled in our ways, once was become sweet water for sacred elders. At 46 in 2023, I am no longer subject to gravity. Having lived, worked, and struggled in at least 7 major cities, never before have I been so exposed to homelessness, mental illness, and substance abuse. New to this planet, I'm shocked how hot the block is. I mean, I'm just a domestic abuse-enabled latchkey grandma's boy who toys with words and blazes, bumping J Dilla daily. I mean, I'm just a coyote, smuggling dreams, yipping at the moon for dancing. I've observed, perched in a poem from afar for a spell, and I gotta tell y'all, something ain't right. My black and brown folk all beaten till broken down and tokenized, eyes wide shut in such close proximity to our evolution. Look but don't touch. Look deep and you won't want. I mean, really, what the fuck will it take to make you make a difference? No more ashtray change to sedate your traffic light humanitarianism. No more shaking your head at a zombie on a stolen bike. No more sidewalk tents or tense exchanges with a loved one lost. Turned Nosferatu, cops too polite, too uptight, want to fight the night. His daughter dragging in melted Mac, throwing up entitlement all in her highlights. Life under these bridges echoes a stagnant smell. Dim lights smile defensively with extensive knowledge of the new hard times, trying to halt the river from rising above our empty expectations. The county is lactating, feeding its 170-year-old infant soy formula and chamomile, but really, I like it here. Like a satellite that fell into an unknown, perfectly sized ocean. 93 till infinity stones stack like chakras. I'm still twisters and thunderstorms at heart. I'm still sharp winter winds and slang spit, fam. Damn, Joe, but yo, I love it here. Like listening. My partner and I glistening through the trees at each other. Just wondering where the rainbow went. Yeah. Please, y'all, thank you for being here. Keep the applause going for yourselves. Sincerely. I mean, what else could you do with your Saturday night but come to an underground poetry reading? This looks like my first wife's bedroom. You better watch out. Sincerely, thank you, Giotis, for putting it together. Thank you, all the poets who are rocking. Like, just keep it up. Just keep it up. Keep rocking. Keep writing. Write every day something that you are not legally required to. Do something with your life every day. Welcome to the jungle, Earths and the suns too. Take a walk, it's too beautiful to run through. I'm your tour guide and your bodyguard, call me Jay. I study Kung Fu, Art of War, Sun Tzu, easy like 1, 2. I really want you to get up in the rhythm with me, one brew a blunt. Ooh, I'd rather mango and tango and lime in it, stick a rhyme in it, feeling good in 5 minutes. Anything you might witness is yours and my business. If this is a visit, just pay attention till I'm finished. See the life with us. Let the light heal us. And trust me, cuz the bugs just might kill us in the jungle. Yeah. In the Jungle. In the jungle. Yeah. In the Jungle. To the tourist, it's an endless abyss of concrete, broken glass and steel, real green with greed. The streets are like tributaries to various interstate-like waterways, the banks of which are the cracked sidewalks that flourish with life on a whole new level. Vibration. So subtle. By the time you feel it, yeah, you know it's trouble. Trees are evenly dispersed amongst the natives for the purpose of self-maintenance. Some of us find shelter in these leaves and grow too comfortable to leave, so those leaves are then melted and molded into trinkets and trademarks for brave hearts with the rite of passage, like puff, puff, pass it, only papyrus, no plastic. The overgrowth is drastic. Indigenous tribes are damn near extinct. Think, so-called jungle fever, dark and light blending into shadows, covering the pursuit of our roots. The mating call is hidden proof. Languages hang long and loose from family tree branches, fed by fantasies, captured and capped off with shots of Patron, clapped off till I got you alone, off with that cloth. Nothing that soft should be so wrong. The jungle, there's an order to it all. From its burros and elephants to its guerrilla warfare politics. How volatile a mix of ecosystems, bumping victims, pumping fists and jumping block to block, mocking the back and forth, rocking the chameleons. Really, son, do not come here unless you're from here. See, I left the jungle, but it never left me. And when none of the other lands would accept me, this place blessed me with sanctuary. So now, I find peace in the pulse of the hustle. And if there's beef, my peeps on a double follow my war cry. Black war paint, tattered and scarred with reminders of the price of life here. Survive your first 25 here, and you're suddenly humbled by the madness and majesty, the sadness and tragedy of this breakneck, economical, tropical ecstasy. Walk the path of light. It grows like right next to me. And together we will learn to rise above the canopy and the anarchy and the insanity a beautiful place that we call home. Yeah. So yeah, I found poetry by way of hip hop, which I found when I was like 11 years old. And I started writing raps, friends, a community of enthusiastic human beings who just geeked out over music and wordplay, and it feels like I'm here now because of both Dr. Seuss and Public Enemy.
I see that.
Right. The best of both worlds. This is the business of getting your rhythm in. Yes, it is written. I hope you are listening. Let's just let go. I'll be your witness and bless it, yeah, baby, as if it's a christening, crossing the boundaries of space and time. Bleed on the beat and that makes it mine. Shaking and shining, awaking, aligning, forsaken, forgotten. I'm breaking the clock, I'm on break when I rock, and I work while I'm dreaming, I dream while I'm working. I'm focused, I'm certain, I'm certainly murking these weak MCs. Mercury heat, when I speak, they freeze. Wait, hey, what makes them so afraid? Cause I get so paid, you in retrograde. Do not pass go or be an asshole. Pass me that lighter, fire Tabasco. Cease and sackle, calm the hell down. Don't get so hot that you have a meltdown. Don't be so negative, this shit gets better, kid. Love is the subject, we are the predicate. I am the predator, watching you, stalking you. Robots can't stop us, you're the aliens, not us. My people put the EO in people and the OE in poet, the bro with the flow, with the glow. It's a crown, I'm golden, I'm brown. I'm holding shit down like gravity ground. Bouncing, keep bouncing so I can keep counting. I'm 40, I'm fuego, I flow from the fountain. I spring from the mountain like lava, like Pele, like goddess, like lessons. It hits you like melee.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta have fun with language. You have to, on a daily basis. If you speak more than one language, even better. But if you're just learning this one and still figuring it out, I encourage you to learn something new about yourself on a daily basis. Yeah. So I'm married, remarried, I guess I should say, and I'm redefining my partner and I, what that really means, right? It's partnership, it's balance, right? It's not conflict. I feel like the first introduction to a union like that, right, was riddled with all kind of different archetypes, right? There's the Cosby Show. We all know what happened with that cat. There's, daytime TV. You've seen the court shows, right? And then there's money problems and all these other things and expectations that are telling you how to be with this person, and you just have so much to undo. So when I met this woman, I met my wife, her name is Rika. I'm learning not to be like, hey, that's my wife. Nah, man, that's Rika. I met her at Ocean Beach. I heard y'all talking about Ocean Beach a second ago, and I was like, wait a minute, whoa, I must be home. Because we met very serendipitously, sun was setting, and she was just walking, and hey, and there it was. And now I'm here, reading poems for new faces. And I read this at our wedding. How to turn air into time. In 10 steps. 1. Be born to fly. Ruby-throated. Launch with the ease of a yes. Bounce about gravity. Gracefully vibrate. As we migrate, mate and build, carry messages across continental divides. Be ready to die if you were deprived of this duty. Our lofty dreams depend upon your instinct to thrive. 2. Whisper in gossamer hues. Holler a bright display of death becomes you. Touch me, watch me flutter shy, cry rivers in honor of the extinct. Blink once you understand. Invite me into your vision center, sinner, pleasure center, in a golden ratio of heaven to hell. Yeah, we've been here before. Keep it moving. 3, bury the past. We can come back for it later when you really need it. Freedom moves forward, upward, and outward. Imprisonment is simply separation from a natural evolution of the spirit. Space is a matter of respect. Do not throw shade, but shed light. 4, swallow the scene whole. Be careful of the bones. Ignore the crown of thorns that they give you. Purify the sound of your infinite resonance and connect it to the innocence of your youth before truth and shame became synonymous. 5, anonymity is a virtue. Hidden between the layers are epiphanies. Free radicals writing the mantra the sage chants, words burning their way into the ether over stolen tongue, a palette bronzed by an alchemical priestess at peace with her crazy tears. Crystal 6. The day on which it was written that God made man, when I was 6, I had no doubt this was true, but by 7 it seemed I knew better. As a rift in time formed a line dividing heart and mind, shifting into a higher gear. Grandmother Earth with arms open, offering everything to the moon and back, blood and a bayou in the backyard. 8. State your name and name your price early and often. They will change. This game of death is sold out, so sell out. Fold, close the sale, exceed your quota of positive results and address objection, projecting light right where it's needed. Here, 9, dance. Align like sound sine waves. Be brave enough to crash through mirrors. Move, and like magic, you will change our entire perception of everything. Face your fears and make them fear your face. Smile and cry unfiltered. Fill each sinus with jasmine and lavender. Laugh at the cat, let's twirl. Make melody a remedy for malady. 10. Finally, grow old together. The world has never needed you more. Your song is as long as you sing it, satin-winged warriors. Sharpen your stars and shine upon our seas deep. We hereby deem you worthy of all you will ever desire. I know I'm having fun because I'm sweating. Just a little bit, and this beautiful thing. Yeah. Y'all feeling good? You feeling good? Make some noise for the Lost Church. Please. This one and the one in Santa Rosa as well. Yo, you're totally invited to come out there. Not saying that you're obligated to or anything. You know, we're not going to give you your money back for this one if you come over to that one, but like, explore. The Bay Area is beautiful, you know what I'm saying? And there are so many artists popping off here, and it feels really, really good to be supported as an artist. Really. Like, it justifies all the hours and all of the emotion that you put into a piece. I mean, how long does it take to write a poem? Tango, tell me, fam. Like, you know, how much time do we actually put into the art that, you know, we love so very much? I touched down in the year of the snake, immediately bent myself into the shape of an 8. The power to create is to resuscitate for the sake of the sacred. Break it, then build it. Fill space with sparks and spirals and cartwheels. Meditate and pray. The brain thinks what the heart feels. Navigate star fields with patience and deep focus. We coast along open oceans. I know that my English broken. I'm ethnically unclean, ethically immortal. Eternity's a turnstile, smiles a broken coral. It's really nice to meet you on the pathway, though. Bless. Come back with the suntan and a negative test. I hope you get to rest, ingest a few blessings, invest in education, regulate medication, Everything's a changing. We're in transition. I'm transmitting from mission control, advanced spitting. Damn, we getting further from shore as we explore the real meaning of life. Heal, breathing in light. Exhale the truth. Transmute abuse. Imbue them with fire or stand mute and choose to search hurt for clues to clandestine moves. PTSD our ancestors knew. Heart. By far one of my favorite words. Perhaps fourth behind dope, poet, and love. A profane 5 letters. Just the right amount of vowels wrapped in consonants and squeezed into a single syllable. Diphthong, maybe mono. My southern twang sings it as a single sound. Heart. A 1-inch punch, trigger break, beautiful, suppressed shot that fires quickly, escalating from whisper to wail, stopping short with meaning. Exhale. Its ancient origin in the diaphragm. When you tell the tale of the timekeeper, you must pace yourself, lest the tiny spaces between life and death clog and crowd, making it hard to bleed. Blood clots in the brain. Clap, thunder, lightning strikes in life's most familiar streets across the sky. Estranged. Scorched clouds of memory become perfect places to dance. The heart dances. Isang paru-paro. La mariposa, my Lola visits me as a hummingbird with instructions she concocted, caring for my grandfather post-op quadruple bypass. I laugh as she calls him Utu Utu. She says the heart is strong when you are young, Anak. And I agree that it's also full of air and far more likely to implode. I have learned that as a people, we birth carbon copies of our hearts and call them children. Paper mache, origami godlings. We shape them in our image and fill them with flowers and sage. I pray she creates her own cracks to fix forever. For when we die, their hearts will become reanimated canopic jars. Jewel-encrusted creatures to be handled with care. To be open is to be shattered. Our hearts are fractured, compound, like words, like mine started out as just he until she gave me art, completing the puzzle, a perpetual struggle protecting this dark crystal matrix arc reactor behind our solar plexus. Nothing is better medicine than to listen to it. Hear this. The heart is where the hurt heads when it's ready to receive healing. Be still, my beating. Yeah. Yeah, you know what? I also want to point to the books. Like, you know, it takes effort to put a book together. It really does. Like, I don't know about y'all. My first book took me like 15 years. I think like literally to the day, 15 years, right? My second book took me like a month. Right? Because it's a little bit of leftovers from the first one, you know, and then there's all the stuff that you're like, no, let me finish this first before I do this other thing, and then the other one is just ready. So yeah, please visit the table, support, purchase books, you know, and give feedback on the books, yo, so we can like, okay, is this whack? Is this nice? Would you buy it? Would you pay it? You know, it matters. So I keep it moving, keep it grooving, keep it flowing. Keep pursuing your dreams, keep on growing. Blow in the breeze, breathe, keep it going. Ride the wave, read the poem. We the poem. Keep it moving, keep it grooving, keep it flowing. Keep pursuing your dreams, keep on growing. Blow in the breeze, breathe, keep it going. Ride the wave, read the poem. Be the poem. To be taken by the natural beauty of this place is to be accepted into a guild of gods, philosophers, stones, rounded in the surf in service to our evolution. This ocean is one of my favorite places to process. To just be still. Feel. Spiral. Center yourself and open mine eyes and behold what it is to be held. The earth swells reflexively with every vista. Her vanity is in our bones. Her terrain insane, each curve a carving, the careful hand of an elemental sculptor. She wears her scars like the sterling stars that made them. Humbled in submission to the force of her own gravity, blood boiling in the deep beneath. This is a good kind of stress. Our cracks exposed provide pathways for the faithful. We forget to let go. So when at last you have a moment, hold it. Observe, not in efforts to control or fold it into a box. The trade winds will not fit in your phone. They have known how lonely the throne is. How technology has rendered us desensitized. Atlantean fantasies of seas like skies, rising tides, changing the flow of rivers. The most beautiful bodies of water are the ones that heal. I feel the time to explore the abyss has come. Shine light so that we might photosynthesize our demons into air. Yeah. Thank y'all so very much. I mean, I got poems for days, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, I'm warm, ready to go. And I really just want y'all to just feel thankful for having been here tonight, I appreciate you pushing through the discomfort. For real, you know what I'm saying? Because it keeps us from acting. It keeps us from getting up and doing things that really could affect some change in the world on a daily basis, whether it's art or it's work or if it's just talking to somebody that in the elevator, right? Like these things that sometimes just lock us into place. I think they warrant a little bit of exploration. So y'all just keep exploring, keep arting. Please keep supporting the Lost Church, Giotis, and all the artists that are in here tonight. I just really, really, really want to thank y'all for being here. Please make some noise for yourselves. My name is Joseph Jason Santiago LaCour. Just Google that and you'll find all my particulars. Word. Thank you.
Told you. All right, we do this quarterly. We'll be back here in November. We're up in Santa Rosa. We do 1, 2 in a row so we can get people in and out of town, get them paid, grow this audience size. But you know what? It's like who's here is who's here. And it feels real good. You're like a great audience, and we appreciate you all for coming out. That's it.